So I was on the phone with my neighbor about a week ago, and he was asking if I'd seen a brown recluse around. And I didn't know what the hell he was talking about, so I just said no. And then I thought, well, that's a really strange way to describe a person, calling him a brown recluse. I just kept thinking of a really shy, tan guy, maybe a really shy black guy. But then, a few days later, showed up right in my house, and it wasn't no shy person, it was a damn spider. And it said, "I want your water." Like he was gonna suck me dry. So I called up my neighbor and I said, I got the brown recluse here and he is not a shy person and he says he wants my water. And my neighbor said, whoa buddy, those things can be really dangerous, and he said it like I should have been on the phone with 911 and not him. So then I got really worried and I thought to myself, is this spider trying to take me hostage from my water? Because I cannot live down being taken hostage by a spider. So I figured I needed to do something to get him out of my house. Then I thought, well, you know what? I'm gonna give him some bourbon and I'm gonna get him drunk so I can escape out of here. So I give him something to drink and he says, oh, brown water, I don't drink brown water. I said, well, it's just a little brown, but it's more like magic water. And it took a little convincing, but then he drank it right down, and oh man, that went straight to his head. He just started complaining about how his wife sleeps too close to him and he can't get a good night's rest, and then how his brother got sprayed by a raid a while back and now only 2 of his legs work just on one side, and he just spins around whenever they're trying to go anywhere, and then they have something to do, they're always late for it showing up. And he went on for a little bit, and then finally he got tired. And then right then, when I was supposed to get on out of there, I did the dumbest thing. I ended up taking a nap myself. So then, I don't know if it was a little bit later, maybe the next day, I can never tell. Then he started making noises over there in the corner, and I woke up and he's like, oh, my head, I'm never drinking brown water again. And that just kind of made me smile a little bit on the inside, but I tried not to show it too much. And then I figured, I wasn't so scared of him anymore, and I guess maybe he just really did want some water when he came in. So I got him some water, and I said, hey buddy, where do you live anyway? And he said, in my wall. I said, in my wall? Aren't you supposed to be outside living in a hole or something? And he said, I don't want to live in a hole, you go live in a hole. I said, I have lived in a hole. Well, it was really more of a tube. It was at a construction site. They kicked me out of there. I had to move. I said, you're living inside my house, you ought to be paying me rent. And he said, I ought to be thanking him. There's so many other bugs in my walls. He said, I'm doing him a favor. He says it's like a spider buffet in there, and he can get anything to eat anytime he wants. So I wonder, why aren't these other bugs afraid of you like all the people are? He said those bugs are so stupid. He said sometimes some of them just even walk up to him, walk right in his mouth. So I said, well, them other bugs seem so dumb. How'd you get so smart? And he just looked at me and said, University of Phoenix.